Right. Welcome back to another episode of my movie review series, episode 173. Now, last week I said that I was going to do another Stallone film and come back to the ring, go round and round once again for the last time. So yeah, man. Rocky Balboa, Rocky 6, whatever you want to call it. This is it. This is it for real. The last movie in the Rocky series. This is the last entry in the Rocky series. Anything else that comes after will be much more different. But yeah, I tell you, man, Sylvester Stallone pulled it off once again, man. He did it once again. I mean, Rocky Balboa, 2006, of course, starring Stallone. And you got Burt Young, Antonio Tarver, Antonio the Magic Man Tarver, Milo Ventimiglia, Geraldine Hughes, Tony Burton, just to name a few. One person that's missing in all of this is Talia Shire. Well, that's the main one of the main parts of this story. Yeah, this movie starts out when our boy Rocky, he wakes up alone, only to a picture of Adrian. Yeah, because she passed away. She's passed away of woman cancer, as Rocky put it. So yeah, Rocky, he living alone in the house, still back in the old neighborhood. Feeding the birds, gumdrops and bird seed. He do a little bit of light training, just pulling on the bars, get those shoulders working. And he still got Cuff and Lake to keep him company. Which in reality, Stallone still do have those two turtles in his house, in reality. How long do turtles live? But yeah, he still got those two particular turtles from the first movie in his house. But yeah, I tell you though, man, this movie though, Rocky Balboa, 30 years after the first film, you truly come back full circle for this one. Truly come back full circle. I mean, you thought you did it for the last one, Rocky 5, which they pretty much retconned in this movie. Rocky having the brain trauma. That was a misdiagnosis. It ain't happened. Which will explain why Rocky still survived in this ring. But yeah, I tell you though, this movie it's a huge inspiration to me. I tell you that much. It is a huge inspiration to me. Yeah, it really got me into screenwriting. Just seeing how the whole thing was just mapped out, how Stallone just put this thing all together. Yeah, written and directed by Sylvester Stallone, So yeah, his whole thing all mapped out, how he put it all together, This movie really got me into writing. I mean, Yeah, yeah. Scripts. Yeah, man. But I tell you though, with this movie, yeah, it just it really hits you in the feels. I mean, especially when you first notice that Adrian is not there, and we see that Rocky is sitting at the cemetery, and he's sitting at the cemetery. He sees, and he's sitting at the cemetery, and we see Adrian's tombstone. I mean, yeah, that's when the reality really hits you. Hits you hard, Jack. Hits you hard. Yeah, yeah, he gets you all in the feels. Yeah, you know. I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Almost, almost had the pipes burst. I ain't gonna lie. Almost had the pipes burst. Not in that scene, That scene, it was heart wrenching alone. But at the end of the movie, almost had the pipes burst. But I'll get to that more on that later. But yeah, that's the story. Rocky. He been living these years. I think it's like 4 years that Adrian has been gone, and he's been living with this grief, living with this grief, this inner this inner anger, knowing that the only person that kept him on the up and up, kept him focused, you know, kept him alive, basically, is now gone. Where do you go from here? Where do you go from here? Where do you go from there? Really? Where do you go from there? So yeah, throughout this time, he's been living with this grief, and yeah, he takes a yearly tour around around Philly, and we uh we see that he and Paulie, you know, they take this tour so Rocky alone he can remember the good times, Yeah, the old apartment building Rocky used to stay at. You go there, the old pet shop where Adrian used to work at. You go there, and the now torn down ice skating rink where they had their first date. You go there. But yeah, this last tour, you know, you know, you know, time goes by too fast. Yeah, not fast enough, as Rocky and Paulie respectively has said. But yeah, this last tour, Paulie, he had it. He did not want to be he did not want to do this anymore. You know, yeah, yeah, you treated her good. You had some good times. I treated her bad. I don't have to think about this. She always loved you, Paulie. Sorry, Rocco. I can't do this no more. Yeah, you living backwards, Rocco. Change the channel from yesterday. Yesterday wasn't so great. It was to me, not to me. But yeah, I tell you, they both living with it. But Paulie, he just want to be done with it. He did not want to just go with this anymore. He did not want to go with no more. I mean, it's pretty much killing him inside too. Yeah, he's gonna deal with it his own way. But Rocky, he's dealing with this repeatedly. He just cannot move on. He's still stuck in the past. He cannot move forward. And then we have Rocky's son, Robert, all grown up. You know, yeah, living in corporate, working in corporate America. Even though he pretty much having his issues. Yeah, his mother is gone, and he got a real good job, but his job performance is dismal. You know, he kind of resents his dad a little bit, but yeah, things just not very things just not very good with the Balboa clan. But I'll tell you though, not only things not good with Rocky, but there's this guy named Mason Dixon. Mason the Line Dixon. Antonio Tarver's character in this movie. Now, if you don't know who Antonio Tarver is, I mean, if you're a boxing fan, then you should definitely know who he is. I mean, this cat knocked out Roy Jones Jr. I mean, Roy Jones, the best pound for pound fighter in 10 years, in a 10-year time span. I mean, nobody could catch this cat. Nobody could beat this cat. You know, even though he got that one loss, but it was on disqualification, late hit. You know, the boy he was whooping, he went down. He was down on one knee. Roy catches him with a shot, and the referee disqualified him. At that time, that was the only way he could lose. They fought again. He set his ass down. But when he stepped in the ring for the first time against Antonio Tarver, oh boy, what a fight. What a fight. You know, Tarver dominated Roy in that fight. Okay. I mean, there's no argument in that fight. Even though those judges, man, there's always that one judge that will see a much different fight than everybody else. So always that one judge that'll see a much different fight. And yeah, they gave the decision to Roy. I mean, everything that Roy threw at Tarver, Tarver dodged. Look at the marks on Roy's face at the end of that fight. Okay, that told the story. But hey, it's always that one judge that sees a much different fight than everybody else. So yeah, that judge gave the fight to Roy. Roy wins the fight. So when the second fight came around, you know, Tarver, he went in there and he shut Roy down. Okay, gave him that huge hook, put his ass down. Second round KO. And then they had a third fight, and you can tell Roy, he was being real cautious, he was being real cautious. Yeah. But Tarver, Roy, he was being real cautious. He not want to get hit again. Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, he was a little bit scared. Yeah, I saw a much different fight. You can tell Roy was scared in that fight. But Tarver, yeah, he won that fight too, baby. And that was after he did this movie. He came back. He went back down to light heavyweight. He bulked up for this movie. He bulked up in weight to heavyweight. But he's a light heavyweight fighter though. So yeah, he had to drop right back down to weight. Yeah, he got back in there. and he put it to Roy again. Yeah, he won by decision that time, you know. But hey, that second fight though, that second fight was 100% decisive. 100% decisive. That second fight. I mean, hey, you can't argue over a KO. Okay, okay. When Tarver put him down, boom. You can't argue over a KO. Then he had Roy. Yeah, he had another fight after that, and he got knocked out again. Okay, you could tell that Roy was done. It was over. His time was over. I mean, two knockouts in a row. His time was over. Okay, Tarver, he went up in the ranks. You know, Roy. You know, he had his time. Yeah, I tell you though, man. Yeah, the Magic Man, Antonio Tarver. He's the Magic Man for a reason. Yeah, they get him to do this movie. Stallone. Yeah, he was impressed by him. Of course, he was. So yeah, he got him to do this movie based on the line Dixon. The current heavyweight champion, but he's the he's the current most disrespected heavyweight champion. I mean, this guy, nobody likes him. The most unpopular champion out there. I mean, yeah, pretty much the John Cena of boxing. The John Cena, Roman Reigns of boxing. He's the top guy, but people just hate his guts. At least with this movie, people have a reason to hate his guts. But with John Cena and Roman Reigns, that's a much different thing. That's wrestling, and we ain't talking about that. Much different thing. We're not even talking about that. But yeah, with Mason Dixon, though, the most unpopular heavyweight champion. And yeah, nobody's feeling them. Nobody's following them. So yeah, with all of that going on, ESPN put out this ESPN got this show, First and 10. And yeah, they put out this segment on the of a computer fight. Who would win? Who is the greatest? Who is the best of all time? If two athletes can get together from different time frames, who will come out on top? So in that particular week, you got Rocky taking on Mason Dixon, the Italian Stallion versus the Lion. And you got this computer fight. And in that computer fight, it was Rocky that had the win. I think it was KO in the 13th. Yeah, Rocky had that win. So, yeah, that computer fight, it got a lot of people curious. And, it got Rocky a little bit. It got him thinking, you know, what if he could get back in there and mix it up? Not with Mason. His original plan, he wanted to be, he wanted to do it small time. He wanted local fights. But once Dixon's cornermen, his promoters, once they show interest, you know, okay, they're gonna follow up on this. So yeah, they let well, first of all, Balboa, he had to pretty much verbally fight the commission to give him a license. You know, they denied him, but he gave one hell of a heartfelt speech on doing what's right and pursuing what made him happy. So yeah, they reconsidered and they gave him a license. So yeah, Rocky. It's official. Rocky, he is stepping back in the ring, and a lot of people is going to be there, front row. But yeah, once Dixon heard about this, he heard that Rocky got a license, but he's not interested. Yeah, he want me to find a guy that can beat with both hands tied behind my back. Yeah, everybody know you can kick this old man's ass. Yeah, but think about the publicity. A lot of people if they see this fight, they see that Mason got if Mason could actually beat him and not worry about some stupid ass computer fight, then guess what? That will give him his respect back. That's what they think anyway. Yeah, because nobody likes him no more. Nobody's not following him anymore. So that is what's gonna get Mason to gain his popularity, to gain some type of legacy that he can leave behind. You know, I mean, everywhere Rocky go, everybody still recognize him. Everybody still to this day, hey Chop, hey Rock, you know, over here getting autographs. Asking, can he have a picture with you with their camera phones? Smartphones wasn't around at that time, but yeah, you still had them camera phones. So yeah, yeah, get a picture with Rock on their camera phone. They could sit up on that MySpace page, Hey, 2006, So yeah, everybody still recognize Rocky, even though he is not a fighter no more. Everybody still recognize him. Yeah, yo, Rock, hey, champ, everywhere you go. So yeah, when once Dixon's cornerman, or his promoters in a way, not his cornerman really, but once his promoters come to Rocky, they come to Rocky's restaurant, that this is Rocky's business. Yeah, he's not a fighter no more, but he's a restaurateur, you know. Got this restaurant called Adrian's, established back in 1995. Got this restaurant, and it's a once you go inside, it's one huge shrine dedicated to her. There's only one place that is dedicated to Rocky, and that is in the back of the restaurant. And you see all of the old pictures, the old wars that he went through. You got the titles hung up. You got magazine covers and newspaper clippings, everything. That one little small shrine to Rocky. Even got the painting up of Rocky and Apollo at the end of Rocky 3. You even got that painting up. But yeah, that one little shrine of Rocky, that one little Hall of Fame, that small wing in the back of the restaurant, but everything else is all Adrian. So yeah, Adrian is gone, but in a way, she is still there. In a way, we can see, we can see her, we can feel her, especially when his son start talking to her. You know, you can tell he is much more like Adrian than he is like Rocky. So yeah, Adrian, yeah, she's still there. You know, that spirit of her, she's still around. Figuratively speaking, of course. But yeah, yeah, this movie though, it just have a lot of depth as far as the emotion is concerned. I mean, when Rocky, after he made the decision that he want to get back in the ring, he tell his son that he want to go around once more time, and his son, he didn't take him serious enough. Don't you think you're too old? Oh, you think you start stop trying things because you had one too many birthdays? I don't think so. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, should you stop trying things because you have one too many birthdays? I mean, LL Cool J once said, "Dreams don't have a deadline." So yeah, whatever you want to do, you can still do it. There's still time for you, and that's pretty much what this movie has told you. You know, even when Marie, little Marie, the girl that when Rocky was walking home, screw you, creepo. Yeah, she's all grown up. A different actress playing her, but she's all grown up, and she's a single mom, and you know, once she meets up with Rocky again, you know, they start to become friends. And Rocky, he's now taking advice from her. He takes advice from her as he tried to give her advice, and apparently that advice did work. She's not hanging out at the corner with those coconuts no more, with those knuckleheads no more. She's not hanging out at the corner with them no more. She's doing her own thing now. She's on the up and up, but just still something missing with her. So yeah, everybody needs a companion. Everybody needs somebody that they can kind of latch on to, in a positive sense. Rocky, he don't have Adrian no more, and he kind of have a little tear apart rift with his son, and Paulie, he's still hanging on, but it's not a. It's kind of sort of not the same with both of those guys, but they're still cool. They're still best friends. But they're just kind of dealing with things their own way. But yeah, with Marie though, she got that certain thing that's missing with her. She got her son, but still, she don't got any positivity with her. But when she met up with Rocky again, and they became friends again, and they became friends, period. You know, and then you started to see that she's starting to come out of her shell. Now that after Rocky, he wants to get back in the ring, she giving him advice. So yeah, yeah, if there's something you want to do, then you do it. Fighters fight. You know, yeah, yeah, fighters fight, right? So yeah, so yeah, once things start to fall into place, yeah, once things start to fall into place, things start to come up for Rocky a little bit, but still, he got to release this this anger, this this pile of grief that's still inside of him. Yeah, so he met up with Paulie, and you know, yeah, he let Paulie know that he still got some stuff in the basement. What basement? In here. Yeah, tell me about the stuff. Is it angry? Are you mad because Adrian left you? She didn't leave Paulie, she died. And that's when Rocky just broke down. We saw our boy break down, break down in tears. I mean, yeah, just hard for him. It's hard for him to deal with it. He got this beast inside of him. This he got to just let it out, and he don't know how to do it. And lacing up the shoes, putting on the trunks, wrapping up the fists, and putting on those gloves. That might be the only way that he can get the damn thing over with. Release the beast. That'll be the only way that he can do it. So yeah, that's the general idea. That's the general plan for the guy. He want to get that beast out of there. He want to get the beast out. So once the fight is made, Mason Dixon and Rocky Balboa for real this time. Once the fight is made, Rocky, he going to he going to get that training again. And who did he go back to? He go back to Duke, Apollo's old trainer. He go back to him, and to beat this guy, he needs speed. Rocky don't have it, and these can't take the pounding. So Hart-Brennan is out. Got arthritis in his neck. So sparring is out. So what you'll be going on is some good old-fashioned blunt force trauma, horsepower, heavy-duty cast iron power driving punches that will hurt so much it will rattle his ancestors, Dixon's ancestors. Anytime Rocky hit him with a shot, it's going to be like he tried kissing the express train. Yeah, let's start building some hurting bombs. So yeah, we get the old training montage going, the old training montage going, but the new Rocky theme song, they updated it a little bit, and got some nice little saxophone playing in there, got a little bit of a bass drum hitting in there a little bit in the opening. Yeah, sounds much better now. I like this one. But yeah, you got the training montage, man. Yeah, you got a new dog. Dog getting exercise along with him, when Rocky's doing his running up the steps. So yeah, I tell you, man. Get that training montage, and yeah, we get amped up. Well, I got amped up, and I don't know about you guys, but I got amped up, just seeing Rocky doing his thing once again, and getting amped up, get back to the old days, the old spirit of this whole movie, this whole franchise, seeing Rocky doing his thing, getting the training going, and getting the theme song and everything like that. He run up the steps, doing the pose once again at the end. This pose right here. Only thing is he's on his dog in the in the movie. Not there, but still in the movie, he on his dog. So yeah. But yeah, I'll tell you though, man. Yeah, the fight though. I gotta tell you about the fight. Oh boy, I gotta tell you about the fight. Yeah, the second that they did the video package, when they started doing the video package of Rocky and Mason Dixon, and that's when they switched over to HD. The entire movie was in standard, but once they got into the fight, once they started to lead up to the fight, they switched over into HD. So yeah, we got the video package all the way up in the fight, just so we can get that HBO feel, back when HBO used to be showing boxing, Yeah, back when HBO showed boxing, it was all in high definition. So, and that's how Stallone was watching boxing, Like we was watching HBO. We was watching HBO boxing, he was watching in high definition. So, he got that high definition feel for this movie. Yeah, so when Rocky and Mason Dixon got in that ring, going back and forth at each other, it was all in HD, all in high definition, baby. And let me tell you something about the fight, though. Yes, Stallone wanted this to be as authentic as possible. I mean, you actually got MGM Grand, Mandalay Bay in Vegas, the actual arena, an actual boxing ring, actual crowd members, okay, the actual ring announcer, Michael Buffer, actual referee, Joe Cortez, actual commentators, uh, Larry Merchant, Jim Lampley, Max Kellerman. I mean, this is 100% real, okay? HBO pay-per-view, okay? You got an actual fighter in Antonio Tarver. The only thing that was not real was, Sylvester Stallone. But what was very real was the fight itself. I mean, when they was throwing those punches at each other, they were actually throwing punches at each other. Okay. Okay. Stallone hit Tarver in the face. He was hitting Tarver in the face. Okay. When Tarver hit Stallone in the face, he actually hit him in the face. As a matter of fact, when he dropped Stallone for the first time, you know, you know, it stung him a bit. He got back up. Yeah, it stung him a bit. He got back up though. But when he dropped him for the second time, he really rang his bell on that one. Oh boy. Yeah, but he was trying to get up. You know, he actually had to he actually had to grab the ropes in order to get up. He actually had to do it because man, he got rocked. Okay. Yeah, Rocky got rocked. But yeah, yeah, the craziest thing that you ever see is that, you got these two guys, they're actually throwing some punches at each other, some real hits, okay? Whatever didn't connect, you ain't put the sound in. So yeah. So yeah, Rocky got hit, Dixon got hit, it was Tarver actually getting hit. It was Stallone actually getting hit. There was no, yeah, there was no a few inches away choreography with that. Even though there was choreography in the fight, they were close enough to actually boom, boom. They were close enough to actually tag each other. And yeah, man, some real good stuff though. Okay. Yeah, yeah, they didn't go all out, Otherwise, Stallone, he'd be a dead man right there. Yeah, they did it. They did it to the point that when you feel it, you got to react to it. So yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy just seeing, just seeing the behind the scenes stuff of it. It was crazy, but seeing the fight was amazing. It was a real payoff, Jack. I gotta tell you, seeing these two just whack each other for real, it was a real payoff just to see that fight. Period. I mean, you see Rocky back in the ring, only in his late 50s, but dude is kind of diesel. I mean, Jesus Christ. Once Stallone gets in shape, guess what? He's 100% committed. He got to get in shape, and yeah, dude in his 50s, man, and you're Diesel looking better than any other cat in their 20s. Man, I tell you, that is some goals right there. You're seeing this guy right now in his 70s, and he's still in the best shape of his life, man. I tell you, this guy, he is goals, period. He is goals. So yeah, man. Seeing all this just unfold, 100% awesome. This movie is 100% awesome. The storyline all mapped out the way it's written. You know, we got we were in there. We were in there with the emotion, with the feels. But once you got him in got him back in the ring, we got our payoff. We got our payoff right there, Jack. So yeah, they got at they went at it. 10 round exhibition fight. They went at it. You know, Rocky Rocky laid in the last hit. And man, I tell you, everybody got what they wanted. The crowd got a hell of a show. Rocky, he got the beast out. He got rid of the damn beast. He got it over with. He don't have to do this no more. And he didn't either. He didn't. He got it out. He got it over with. Dixon, he got his respect. Okay, a lot of people is going to be talking about this fight for the longest time, especially after he won by a split decision. People going to be talking about this for a long time. Yeah, Dixon, he got his respect, and everybody got what they wanted. Rocky got a new family. Everybody got what they wanted. He got a new family with some new friends. Marie, her son, Paulie. He's back in the fold. His son is back in the fold. He got his Rocky. He got his new family, and but but seeing that you know Dixon, he got his respect, but Rocky, it didn't matter about the decision because it wasn't about winning or losing for him. He just wanted to do it just to get it out. It was all about venting for Rocky. But yeah, you seen everybody just chant his name though, chanting for Rocky. Rocky's walking out. Everybody's chanting for him. And just before he went into the back of the dressing room, Rocky, Rocky Jr., Robert and Paulie, they didn't let him go back there just yet, put his arms up, and that moment right there, when everybody was cheering for him, that moment right there, it wasn't exactly for Rocky, it was for Stallone himself. And you can see that Stallone was getting all choked up and everything because this was the last go around for his character, for this character that he created 30 years back. This was the last time that he would ever do anything like that out there again. Very last time that he would ever do anything like that out there again. And yeah, we just seeing the big adulation of everybody chanting for Rocky, but still Stallone that was taking it all in. So yeah, I tell you though, yeah, Rocky goes back to the grave one more time just to thank his wife. He couldn't have done nothing without her. Yo, we did it. We did it. Such great stuff, man. This movie just great stuff. Oh boy. Yeah. I tell you, man, out of all the Rocky films, all 6 of the Rocky films, this had to be most definitely my favorite. Most definitely my favorite out of all 6 Rocky films because it went full circle, man. We went and we went in complete full circle this time. And yeah, what did Iron Man, Tony Stark say at the end of Avengers Endgame? The best part of the journey is the end. So yeah, the best part of this whole entire journey, especially I'm doing I was doing this review series from March all the way up to now, talking about Rocky. Started out with me and my best buddy Alex. But then things have to change up because of YouTube screwing me over for the second time, and I can no longer invite people into the doing something live with me. So it was just me this time, Rocky Five and this right here. It's just me, you know. Otherwise, it'll be me and Alex just talking to each other back and forth. And knowing that Alex do not like this movie, I would have loved to hear what he would have to say about it. And yeah, maybe we would agree to disagree. And maybe I would try and turn him around and give this movie another chance in a whole different, whole different, whole different light. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, who knows what could happen. Anyway, this movie though, it's just a straight up 5 out of 5 for me. I just love this movie. One my favorite, my deep personal favorite in the entire Rocky, in this whole Rocky series, the whole Rocky film series. My favorite out of all 6 of them. And maybe my favorite throughout the whole franchise, including the 2 Creeds. Maybe my favorite throughout the whole franchise. But I'll tell you though, man, yeah, this movie, yeah, it's just straight up 5 out of 5 for me. Rocky Balboa, that's my review, Jack, and I'm sticking to it. Now, next week, I'm not done with Stallone, man. I'm not done with Stallone. Just to culminate for the release of Rambo Last Blood, I'm going to do another Rambo film. And if you've been seeing what I've been doing, guess what? I only got one more to go. So yeah, another adventure with Rambo next week. So you keep it locked right here for that. Check out my other shit right here. Subscribe to me right here. But in the meantime, you check out the other playlist right here of all the other Rocky reviews that I have put together, that we have put together, and I have put together. 3 and 5. That's the only time you'll see me do it. But it's me and Alex though. We started it. And in a way, we're gonna end it. In a way. Even though he's not here, he's still here. Alex, you're still here, bro. So yeah, Rocky right here. But in the meantime, in 2 times, Jack, this show is all.